Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, looky what we have here. Yes, it is the latest from Tempest Knives. It is the Downdraft. Now we're gonna have a few different versions of this guy, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But this guy had to use the stand. It just didn't want to. It kept wanting to fall over. I wanted you to see that Firestorm, because that is by far my favorite of the versions. I just really like the way that flame anno looks, and especially when I open up that acid stonewash blade. Oh my goodness, it looks very good. But anyway, this is the Downdraft, as I said, the latest version. It's the latest because it drops today, guys. It drops today at 1 p.m. Eastern. And that would be 10 Pacific time. Sorry, had to do some quick math there. But I tell you what, Kubi did a fantastic job on, I'm going to say on these, of course, as always, it's sample size of one, but I have no doubt that the other ones are probably just as good as this one are. Kubi's been doing a really fantastic job on their knives lately, but that flame anno, like I said, looks good. I just really, really like that. Open construction. Lanyard, yeah. I mean, probably you might be able to put one on this back post here. Wire clip. Looks good. Now, I don't know. To me, I wish that wire clip was just a little bit darker on this version. It might look good on the other versions, but with that little bit lighter color going against the anodization and the acid stonewashed, I think just a little, if it was like the same color as the hardware's T8, by the way. Yeah, I think that would have looked, it would have blended just a little bit better. Yeah, it's a nitpick, but it's the truth. I think it would have went just a little bit better. Now, you've got a couple methods of deployment on this one. Of course, you have the low profile flipper. Look at that blade. Look at that acid stonewashed. That just nice. Nice. Action, fantastic. Middle flick. We know Casey likes to middle flick so much. He's even had to have surgery on his finger. But hey, it's very easy. Very, very easy to middle finger flick. Of course, that's coming from somebody that really has a hard time with some knives middle finger flicking them. So just got to throw that out there as well. But overall, I just really, really like the way that goes together. That anodization, the acid stonewashed finish, very nice. Got a nice choil. Nice sort of 154 cm, by the way. This, let's see, I forget what he is calling it. Does he call it the Warncliffe? Does he call it a sheep's foot? I forget. Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry, Casey. But I like the way it looks. Whatever you want to call it. I don't care. It looks good. I like it. And that's all that matters. Tempest Knives right there. The logo. And there you go. 154 cm. Jimping on the blade. Fantastic. It is it's fine jimping. Grips my thumb fantastically. Look at that. And it's useful. We don't have just a little bit back here or a tiny bit here. I mean, the jimping goes all the way out to here. Nice. Nice. You gotta give it props. Looking at liner lock. Nice drop. Oh, digging it. Anyway, all right. Spec check real quick. So overall, you're looking at just right about 7.5, maybe just a little bit more than 7.5, but close enough. You're looking at about 4.25 ish on the handle. He's got it marked down as a 4-inch handle. I'm getting about 4.25 as I measure stuff, and that's going to give us roughly about almost a 3.5-inch blade. 3/8. Yeah. 3/8. That's what I'm giving it. Cutting edge coming in just shy of an inch and a quarter. 3¼ inches. That's what I wanted to say. And then a grip length coming in point to point, where we start. Point to point is just over 3, and it's about 3¼ which lands in my hand very, very nicely. Very nice. And let's see, bug out. Size comparison with the bug out. Downdraft's just a little bit bigger on both ends. A little bit, maybe not on the blade. Blades are pretty close. Bug out might have it, but Downdraft's definitely got a bigger butt. Handle, sorry. And then, of course, PM2 is going to be larger than. So much so that, there we go. Got to do that to get it all on the screen. And then coming in at 3.7 ounces or 104 grams. Very nice weight. Ooh, pocket. Yeah. Deep carry clip. Hides away very nicely. Yeah, I guess you could say there's a little bit of peekaboo there. Not much. Not much. Good retention. Nice pop coming out of the seam. Now, I thought about this the other day. These are nice. I mean, we're starting to get a wear point. We're starting to get some wear in there. But if you see most of my jeans I wear to like work and stuff every day, there's definitely worn away. So that's why I kind of like to show it on those because, well, it's a little bit more of a prominent seam and you get a little bit better idea. So overall, build quality is great. No doubt about it. The overall fit and finish is fantastic. Action, I'm digging it. I don't even use the flipper, really. It's there. It's good. It works. But it is so easy to middle finger flick. That's what I do. That's what I do. Yeah. And ergos. Ergos. Can't forget ergos. Pretty darn good. I do feel the clip a little bit right there. As you can see, it kind of comes out of my meaty pan a little bit, tiny bit, and a little bit back here. Nothing major. I can feel it. Not a hot spot. No issues. Just telling you what I feel. Now, there's going to be a few of these. KC's first. I should say Tempest Knives first. Same difference. You guys know that. Tempest Knives first exclusive with blade binge. It's going to be a Tiffany blue camo carbon and a black wash blade. You can get those for $149. Very nice. And the rest of the versions are going to be at Tempest Knives. You've got the Firestorm, which is right in front of you, at $149. You got 80s camo carbon with a black wash blade at $149. 80s camo with a satin flat and a stonewash bevel at $149. You've also got the Be Blasted aluminum with stonewashed blade at $139. And then you've got the twill carbon fiber, satin flats, stonewashed bevel at $139. But if you get it at Tempest Knives and you use code Tempest, he said it all cap. It's written here as all caps, so just use all caps. But Tempest and save 10%. So very cool. You get like $15 off, 13, $14 off. That's cool. Right on. So you can end up getting this one for, what's that, 135? Yeah, right on. Very cool. Very, very cool. Yep. Casey's got another very good design on his hands here, and a very well done knife by Kubi, for sure. Absolutely 100%. I've definitely dig Casey's design language. It hits me on all the right spots, and hopefully there's one out there that you guys like. As a matter of fact, down in the comments, tell me which one you think you're going to pick up, or if you're not able to pick up, which one you think looks the best. We'll kind of do a comment type poll. Let me know. I absolutely love the Firestorm with the acid stonewash blade. I think it looks fantastic for sure. So, Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, Casey, for sending this one out, giving me the opportunity to help get the word out about the Downdraft. Guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.